Yesterday I pranked myself. I told myself I still have the wrapper, Whoppers, and I did it. It was terrible. Not an enjoyable experience. Today, if you're subscribed to me, I pranked you. You got 20 plus. No, let's see. There's depending on when you woke up, there were probably anywhere between 8 and 10 Christmas songs in your playlist, in your recommended feed. Soon to be 20. There are 20 videos altogether of Christmas music. I guess it requires some explanation. A lot of people say, after Christmas, after Halloween, Christmas season begins, right? And you just have to take a break. You have to take a pause during Thanksgiving. Well, I am instilling that in everyone by posting a bunch of Christmas music. So enjoy the music. If you really do like the music, I hope you enjoy it, like it. Continue to watch it. I made a whole playlist of them. There's 20 of them. It was a really neat gig that we played last year at a hospital, just in the lobby of a hospital that is nearby, and we got to play a whole set of about an hour and a half of Christmas music, and it was just really neat to increase a little Christmas joy to those people that would rather be anywhere else but a hospital, and they're either working there or they're long-term patients or short-term patients, and they all just got to listen to us play Christmas music. It was insane. It was awesome on Christmas Eve. And frankly, I don't know if I would have rather done anything else on Christmas Eve than play music to brighten the season of other people. It was really neat. But in the process, I filmed a video of the playing, and we were at practice a couple days ago, and Carrie, our lead singer, she said, did you ever find that video of us playing at the hospital? And I went, what do you mean? It's on YouTube. And I looked, and I found it wasn't there. I had looked all over, and I didn't see it in my channel. So then I went through a bunch of old hard drives. I've got old archives of things that I've been working on, old projects, and sure enough, I found it. I found the folder, and I even found a Premiere Pro project. The kind of inner workings, the instructions you give the computer on how to make a video, and it was unfinished. It really was. It was unfinished. I laid out tracks, I put out the sound and everything, but I had never exported the videos, and I was like, what? Why? How could I not do that? And so I kind of polished them up a little bit and then started exporting them, and I wanted to just upload them immediately, but I'm like, yeah, but Halloween, I think it was Halloween 2 days ago, so Halloween was tomorrow, and I'm like, I don't know about this. And I said, oh, how perfect would it be the day after Halloween to post a whole series of Christmas songs to get you in the Christmas spirit? And it's way too early, of course, so I'm kind of pranking you a little bit. But if you enjoy the music, absolutely listen to it. There's a whole playlist full of them. I'll send the link to once they're fully uploaded. They're not all fully uploaded yet. I have them uploading once an hour at the top of the hour. And so... let's see. There'll be, I want to say 8 more. We're close to the top of the hour now, and then there will be, I think, 8 or 9 more that get released. So we're about halfway through them because there are 20 altogether. So hopefully you enjoy the music, and if you don't, pranks on you. All right, let's do connections. I see Raven, Pinky, Chip, Jet, Inky, Rocky, File, Clyde. Oh, I think I know where we're going with this one. Hardy, Sue, Teller, Charge, Indict, like indictment, Itchy, Pitch, and Share. Okay, so I know the ghosts of Pac-Man are Pinky, Inky, Clyde. Is it Itchy? Is his name Itchy? No, it's not. Okay. Or, hold on, I thought of another one. Sonny and Cher, Bonnie and Clyde, Penn and Teller, Itchy and Scratchy. Benny and the Jets. Maybe not. All right. Well, I fell headfirst into a red herring. Sue. Boy named Sue. Hardy Boys. Chip. Chipset. Chip off the old block. Raven Black. Inky Black. Jet Black. Oh, Pitch Black. Yeah, okay. All right. Now we're starting to get it. I did fall headfirst into that because I saw Clyde, right? Bonnie and Clyde, Sonny and Cher, Penn and Teller. Who's the fourth one? Oh, Laurel and Hardy. Yeah. Laurel and Hardy. The second in a famous real-life duo. Yeah, for sure. Chip. Pinky, like pinky finger. Rocky Balboa, Rocky Road. Rocky Fallen on Rocky Times, Rocky Ground. Chargers. Charge your phone. Wall charger. Oh, to sue someone. I was thinking a name, sue. No, like to sue someone, to charge them with someone, to indict someone with something. Indict. That's a weird pronunciation. Indict. And then file, maybe? Take to court. And then Pinky, Itchy, Chip, and Rocky? Rodents. Rodents who are first in a cartoon duo, second in a famous duo. Okay. Let's see. Rodents who are the first in a cartoon duo. Chip, that'd be Chip and Dale. Itchy, funny. Itchy and Scratchy from The Simpsons. Pinky and the Brain, classic. And then Rocky. Who's Rocky? A rodent named Rocky? Oh, man, I have to look that one up. All right. The green category was black. It's inky. It's jet black. Pitch black. Black like a raven. Oh, duh. Rocky and Bullwinkle, of course. Of course. Thank you, Aranha. Yes. Rocky is a squirrel, technically a rodent. Yes. Yep. And he's always running. There aren't they always like tangling up with the Mounties? I remember that. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Oh my gosh. How did I not remember that? God, yeah. He's always like the I'm trying to remember now. Like it's all coming back. Like there's a villain that like ties the damsel in distress to the railroad tracks, and then the Mountie comes and and tries to, get her untangled or whatever, and then Rocky and Bullwinkle somehow come up and save the day anyway. Oh, that's so funny. Yeah, what a flood of memories all of a sudden. Rocky and Bullwinkle. Yes, with the wiry mustache. Absolutely. Classic. Second in a famous real-life duo, Sonny and Cher, Bonnie and Clyde, Laurel and Hardy, and then Penn and Teller. The yellow category, to take to court, to charge, to file, to indict. Such a weird pronunciation. There's a C, indict. What? Indict. To sue. And then purple category, rodents who are first in a cartoon duo. Chip and Dale, Itchy and Scratchy from Simpsons, Pinky and the Brain. Oh, I watched Pinky and the Brain religiously. Oh my gosh. Same thing we do every night, Pinky. Try and take over the world. Narf. And then Rocky and Bullwinkle. That's right. I thought Rocky Balboa. No, that's a different story. Not a rodent. Not a squirrel. Moose and Squirrel. Oh, that's right. Oh, I remember that too. They spoke with like terrible Russian accents, right? Ay, Moose and Squirrel. I so remember that now. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, so funny. It's Moose and Squirrel. All right, what a funny shape for this puzzle today. Big, very big. Ethically sourced as some eggs. Are they like free range? No, that doesn't fit. That doesn't fit either. Organic. Residents of Tehran. Isn't that Iran? Iranians? Could be. It's a long word. Air sign. But it's a question mark, so it's a gimmick answer. I don't know. We'll come back. How about Ren Fair for the Renaissance Fair, medieval themed festival. Athlete from Cleveland or the University of Virginia. Cleveland Cavalier. Am I spelling that right? I hope so. Kind of bathing suit. No, that doesn't fit. One Piece. Oh, that does fit. One Piece. Maybe. Musical whizzes. I feel like I'm spelling that wrong. Okay. Let's go to the down ones. Hopefully we fill some things in. Certain gender identity. Would that be cisgender? Holy objects sought in the first Indiana Jones. Oh, the Ark of the Covenant. Blank pride. Is that gay pride? Okay. This completely surrounds. Maybe enwraps. Like a cozy campsite on a cool autumn night. Cozy campsite on a cool autumn night. Oh, maybe firelit. Firelit. Some of our neighbors last night, as my kids were trick-or-treating, all got together in somebody's front yard just around one of those rocket stoves. It was really cool. It was like, we just wanted to stay there for a little while because the fire was warm. It was great. Washington's Mount. Oh, I'm going to spell this wrong. Hold on. Rainier. Am I spelling that right? Sinus treating doctor. E-N-T. Ear, nose, and throat. The word for an ear, nose, and throat doctor in Portuguese is one of the longest words I ever heard. I think it is one of the longest words. Something ontologista, something. And it's like this long word. West, northwest, that would be east, northeast. Okay, those do fit in too. Look, cage free and sky right. All right. Blank, M-O-N-U-R-L ending. Oh, I see. What COM stands for. Common. Yeah, COM. I knew that. De Armas, that's Ana de Armas. Shape of flying geese is a V. Prefix with friendly, eco-friendly, and then restaurant booking, reservation, giving us maestro. Okay, ethically sourced as some eggs, cage-free. Residents of Tehran are Iranians. Air sign, sky right. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that's good. Skywriting. Actually, I took a really cool picture of some skywriting that happened right before our last football game, our last home football game. A guy came by and drew. It was kind of crude, just the quickest he could do. But he drew our school logo in the sky, and it dissipates. It disappears really quick. But I got it as he was flying around. It was kind of neat. So he just really quickly, the fastest he could, drew our school logo. Skywrite. Ren Fair, right? Renaissance Fair. Medieval themed festival. Athlete from Cleveland or the University of Virginia. That's the Cleveland Cavaliers. Kind of bathing suit. I was so prepared to change this one. One Piece. Apparently that's it. It's wild. Musical wizards. Maestros. Because they wave their wand around, right? Certain gender identity. Cisgender. Holy object sought in the first Indiana Jones movie, Ark. The Ark of the Covenant. Gay pride. A couple of things about gender right there in the top. Completely surrounds and wraps. Like a cozy campsite on a cool autumn night. Firelit. Washington's Mount Rainier. I'm glad I spelled that right. The highest peak in the Cascades. Sinus treating doctor for short. The ENT. Ear, nose, and throat doctor. Opposite of west, northwest. East, southeast. Common URL ending, right? .com, that's what that stands for, common. Ana de Armas, who starred in 2025's Ballerina, again, a movie I've never seen. Shape of flying geese, a V. I had a girlfriend in high school. Her dad used to tell this joke. Oh my gosh, I tell it to everybody. Whenever I see geese flying in the air, he'd go, "Hey, you see that V of geese up in the air? It's it's a pretty interesting shape that they make there, right? Do you know why one side of the V is longer than the other? And people go, oh well, because it's the aerodynamics and so. I said, no, it's even easier. Why are there more geese on one side than the other, or why is the V longer on one side? And the answer is because there's more geese. It's goofy. I messed up the joke. I haven't told it in a while. You see that V of geese? You know why one side of the V is longer than the other? Well, because there's more geese on it. So funny. Prefix with friendly, eco-friendly. And a restaurant booking informally is a res. I don't know if I'd ever refer to a reservation as a res. An Indian reservation, sure, I'd refer to that as the res. That's what they call it, on the res. But a restaurant booking as a res, not so much. Not so much. All right, pips. There we go. Place every domino in the right spot. Let's do it. We had a great time yesterday. It was here. All of these are equal. That's going to have to be probably this one. This one. Are all these just going to fall right into place? Yes, they are. Watch. Rotate. Send. 12 seconds. Resi. Now, is that a restaurant reservation or an Indian reservation? Resi. I've always heard on the res. Yeah, that was a very easy pips. Something in 6. I see 4 and 6, 3 and 6. This one will have to go out this way. So something and 1 to equal 5. There's only 1, so it's going to have to go this one. And then that's going to have to be one of our 3s. Could be 3 and 0 maybe. Don't know. This has got to be a 0. This is our only 0. So this has got to go here. 12, that has to be our 6 and 6. But which of the 6s? Like, for example, if I put, 6 and 3 here, and then 3, 3, 3, this one has to go down. So then this is our other 3. And then this could be 4, 4, 4 to make this one. And that is our 6. Ha! Nice. A lot of First Nations reservations in my area. And it's referred to as the res, yeah. Oh, you... really? At a restaurant, you make a resi? I've never heard that before. That's so interesting. Yeah, on the res. Yeah, I actually have a couple of pretty large Indian reservations. Not near me, but if you, travel a little further away, then there's quite a few. Actually, in two opposite directions. You go one way and the other way. There are quite a few Indian reservations. Let's see. Play another difficulty. Okay, a bunch that are equal. Let's see, what are equal? We got 3s, 2s, 4s, and 0s. Okay, so it's... We'll come back. 2 has to go here. A bunch that are equal. I'm not worried about time here. Okay, so I'm thinking this is probably our 0s, because there's not a 1 and 1. Now, they don't have to be equal necessarily. You know what I mean? Like, we could have it be maybe like 2 and 1, and then this for a couple that are equal, maybe like that. I don't know. I'm spitballing here. One. Oh, wait a minute. That has to be a 1, so that doesn't work. Okay, hold on. Let's begin again. What if it was 1s and then the 2s go here? So like 2s. Is there a 2 and 3? There's not a 2 and 3. That could be our 0s. Okay, I like what we're doing so far. 3 and then something. We got a 3 and 3, 3 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 3 5s. So it could be that. Boom, boom. That's going to have to go here and then here. So then this could be our double, maybe. Is there a 2 and 5? There is a 2 and 5. Oh, come on. Don't be like that. A bunch that are equal, and then also a 5. So that could be this and this. Okay, I like where we're headed with this so far. Couple that equal. Okay, we painted ourselves in the corner with that, though. Let's reverse this one. What if it was the 6s? And then this is a 6. And then a bunch that are equal go in that direction. I feel like we're close. Close but no cigar. Maybe the 2s are not correct. I feel like we need the 2s not just as the equals here, but also as like the, what do you call it? It's like, adding, right? Just a couple that fit together. There's only one 1. And so if we need these to add up to 3, it can't be 1 and 2 or 1 and 3. It's got to be probably zeros and then a 3. So maybe this is where our zeros go. And then one of our 3s goes here. This could be our 6s maybe. There's a 2 and 6. Oops. This could go up like this. 2 and something. And 6. We know that could go there. This could be our 2 and 2. Oh, hold on. We painted ourselves into a corner. Now, wait just a darn minute here. And there is another 4, too. Alright. Oh, I hate doing this, but we might have to start over. There's only one. It's this one. So it either goes here, whoops, there, or it goes up and down. We don't know yet. We don't know yet. That is the only one, and so this has to be zeros and a 3. What 0 or what 3, we don't know yet. These ones have to be equal. Could be 5s, could be 2s, could be 3s, could be 4s. There's a lot going on there. There's nothing that says it has to equal 0, so maybe 0 could go here. 3 going this direction could be this for a 4, this for a 4, or gosh, this for a 4. But let's see, if this has to be a 2, let's say the 2 goes up and down. Here, we don't know. It's like snaking around. Come on, don't be like that. 2 and 5. Isn't that what we did last time? Oh, but wait, maybe 2 and 5 goes this way. And then 2 and something to go this direction. What if that was maybe 2 and 6? That would make this one this way. And then here, if this is 3s, 3 and 6, there is a 3 and 6. Can't do that. Can't do that. We're painting ourselves into a corner again, too. Let's say the 4s went up here. 4s, 5s. If that's our 6s, then that's got to go here. But there's not a 6 and 4, or 6 and 5, excuse me. Man. Thank you for the offer. Let me struggle through it one more time, and then I might need it. I might need it. Okay, so what we do know, zeros. And then a 3. There's only one 1. So that means either this is 2s or this is 2s. That could be 2 and 6 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So one of these has 5. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 twos. And is there a 2 and a 3? There's not. Oh, there's even more 2s. But yeah, like I said, what if it like glues them together? 5. Is there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3s? Oh, wait, there's got to be 6 3s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's not 3s. 5. Yeah, it's not going to be 5s. Or 3s, I mean. Oh, and we need a 3 over here, too, so for sure not. For sure. There is not a 2. Or, excuse me, there's not another 1. So 4 has to be 2 and 2, but not necessarily the double of 2 and 2. These can't be up and down. There's not 2 dominoes that are the same set of pips, right? Like a 2s and a 3s, 2s and a 3s. Can't do that. And so this one is probably going to have to come from here. This one's maybe a double. And then this could be the one that connects them. So what is that? Could be 2s. But there's not a 3 and a 2. Could be 4s. Are there enough 4s? 1, 2, 3, 4. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. So it could be our 4s. This could be a double of something. And there's not a 2 and 4. Oh, I kind of feel like they need to cross. They need to touch each other here. So what else has a 3? 5s have a 3. Okay, so... All right, humor me for a sec. What if it was the 2s? Fives could go like this. And then is there a 2 and 5? There is a 2 and 5. Okay, logic. There we go. 3. Shoot, but there's not a 3 and 2. Ah. I liked where I was headed with it, but the wheels fell off. The wheels fell off. Crap. All right. Iran, I think I need your hint. I think I need your hint. Either this is 2s or that's 2s. I'm stuck. One, 2, 3, 4. See, there's only 4 6s. The 1 and 2 is upright. Okay, I got that. So then these are 2s. Top right is 3s? Really? So that means the triple would have to go in the corner. And then this, that there are 5 of, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, could be the 5s. I think I may need to just start fresh with some of this. Top right is 3s. Okay, we got that, but we don't know what that one is. I'm extrapolating information. Top left is the blanks. I knew that. Okay. And then the 1 and 2 is upright. Okay, great. So then the 3s, we've got 3 and 4, 3 and 5, 3 and 6. But there's 5 of these. So are there 3 5s? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are. Are there 3 4s? 1. No. 2, 3. There are 3 of them. Okay, so 3 and 6. There's 1, 2, 3, 4. That's it. So it's got to be the 5s. Got to be the 5s, but in what orientation? This one could go left and right. This one could go up and down. So is there a 2 and 5? There is a 2 and 5. It could go here. Perhaps the 5 and 5. I know that's one of them. It could go here. Boom. This could go... No, it can't go up and down, so it's got to be probably doubles. And then this one would either go left and right, up and down. So that would mean this one goes here, so we don't paint ourselves in the corner. So if it's a 3 and 5... No, there's already a 3 and 5 here. Orange are the 6s? You sure? There's a 6 and 2. And this could go across. Is there a 6 and 5? No, there's not. So maybe it goes upright. Come on, don't be like that. And then, boom, that would have to go across. But there's not a 2 and 3. There's not a 2 and 3. What do you mean the 6 and 2 is wrong? Well, I want it to be right. So that means this has to go there. This could be our 2 to make 4. Okay, so that would be 2 and something. 2... What? Maybe 4s? No. The 5 and 5 is wrong? Oh no. Okay, I liked what 6 and 2 was doing here. But if the 5 and 5 is not upright, that means 5 and 5 would be sideways? That means that 5... Five and 4 could go down. Here's 3. 2s. Oh, don't be like that. 2s. 4s. Oh my gosh, there it is. Oh. Yeah, I think we're cutting pips out. Did you see my post? Thank you for your help. Thank you for your help. Sometimes pips is an enjoyable experience, and then sometimes it just leaves a terrible taste in your mouth. And this one, I just was going off of your intuition. Yeah. Yeah. Man, oh man. On the one hand, I'm not a numbers person. I really am not. You give me a 10-digit telephone number, I might hear the first number, possibly the last number. 303? Okay, now you're just flexing on me. Now you're just flexing. 3. That was ugly. Yeah, I don't know. I was also calculating it. You know, how long I spend on the pips is like that much less time playing with my kids. You know, so I'm like, okay, what if I cut that out and then I could, you know, play Smash Bros with my son or something. You know, do something else. Yeah, no, I'm not gonna share that. That's embarrassing, especially where around how I got it in way less time. This one was easy. That was fine. 12. Yeah, 6 and 6. The only 0 on the board. And then easy was very easy. 3s, 6s, easy. But yeah, that hard one, man, that was that threw me for a loop. Definitely threw me for a loop. There's a word I could play. How about that? Threw me for a loop. Start with through. Oh, look at that. We got a T somewhere and an E in the right place. So what could that do? We're still playing hard mode, right? So I'm not going to turn that off. Ooh, here's a word. Cadet. That's a good word. C-A-D. Okay, E's there, and then T moves. Not quite, and the T is in the wrong place. Still in the wrong place. So it could be blank T, blank E, something. Or it could be blank E, no, T, put a T there, E, blank. I don't know. Oh my gosh. Could be 2. No, it doesn't go at the end. So it could be ST or what are P? No. What other things go with? What, steep? It's risky, you know. It would tell us if there's a second E, I guess. Let's try it. Still no. God. Okay, so for sure, it goes blank, blank, T-E, blank. Here's one. I got one. How about motel? Motor hotel. T has to go there. E could go there. It's motel. Okay, great. Yeah, through gave us the T, and I spent the next 3 guesses moving the T around. Through, cadet. Cadet's a great word. That's like such a, doesn't that feel like a Wordle kind of word? Cadet. Steep, motel. Oh, thank you. Awesome. Way to be a dad. Around way to be a dad. Good choice. That's awesome. I love it. Okay. Well, enjoy your Saturday. Go play with them for the whole rest of the day. Enjoy it. That's great. All right, Strands. Let's do it. Strands puzzle. It's not polite to lick your plate. Is this about manners? I feel like I see the word delicious here. D-E-L-I-C-I-O-U-S. Delicious. Aha! It's not polite to lick your plate. What if it's so delicious it's... Whoops. How about scrumptious? Delectable. Good taste. That's funny. It's like a ladle, like a spoon. Flavorful. I gotta tell you, I made the most delicious curry the other day. Woo-hoo. I knocked my socks off. It was so good. It was so good. I have we have this restaurant supply store kind of not super close, but it's a drive. It's worth getting to. And they have a whole wall, a whole aisle full of every spice you could imagine. And last time we were there, a couple times ago, I bought, I've had like curry powder for years, but they had a garam masala. And then last time I noticed they also had a tandoori masala. And so we were mixing that in. It has this like nutty, cinnamony, oh my gosh, it's just the best flavor. And I made chicken that was, coated in this masala. It was to die for. It was so good. I put chickpeas in there, garbanzo beans in there. A little bit of greenage. Oh, it was so good. Things that are flavorful. You do it in good taste. Scrumptious. Delectable. Flavorful. Delicious. Love it. All right, let's survive the letterbox here. Okay, solving 4 words. There it is again, One Piece. You could almost spell the word One Piece there. O-N-P on one side, E-I-R, so no E-R words. S-A-U-C-K and W. Oh, if there was a W, or excuse me, if there was an L, we could spell Skinwalker. No, ER doesn't work. Ugh, that's one of those words that just, you hear the word, it makes your skin crawl. Sworn. How about... Is that how you spell nuisance? Okay, this is embarrassing. I'm going to look up the word nuisance. How do I spell that? N-U-I. Oh, S-A. I can't do S-A. Dang. Well, I tried. I failed, but I tried. It's tricky where the C and the K are on the same side. I can't do CK words. Sworn, your sworn enemy. We got to figure out what to do with that K. Because if I say, you know, pack or something, I can't do CK. Kinsman. There's no M. There's no D for like kindred or something. There's no D. Kinsword. I could do silent K. I really could. Knew. You knew it. New. Cup soup. What about the other way? Soup. Soup cup. It's redundant. I don't need that. Soup. Panic. Crawl like a crawfish. Dang. Oh, maybe we can do that at the beginning. Hold on. Soup. Panic. Craw. There's a crawfish in your soup, you're going to panic. And in the meantime, we need to use up the K and the E. And then end on an S. Use up the K and the E. Why is that a word? Okay, apparently Ken's is a word. And we can play soup. And then panic. P-A-N-I-C. Like crawl, like crawfish. Crawfish. Sweet. Ken's led to soup, P for panic, and then C for craw. Alright, yesterday they solved it with influxes and swarm. Influxes and swarm. Nice. Okay, we're going to recap our answers. We're going to start with the connections puzzle, then work to the mini crossword, then the pips, then the Wordle, then the Strands, and we finished off with letterbox. If you like what you see, give this video a like. Consider subscribing because we do this every day. And let's recap our answers. Let's take a look. So in the connections puzzle, I fell headfirst into their red herring today, which was Inky. Blinky. Wait, isn't it Blinky? I think it's Blinky. I know Clyde was one of them. Inky, maybe it's Blinky. And Pinky. I know Pinky. I remember that one. And then Clyde. I said Inky, Pinky, Itchy, and Clyde. Waste a guess. Of course not. So green was different types of black. Inky black, jet black, pitch black, raven black. Blue category today was second in a famous real-life duo. Cher, Sonny and Cher, Bonnie and Clyde, Laurel and Hardy, and then Penn and Teller. Yellow was take to court, to charge, to file, to indict, to sue. And then rodents, who are first in a cartoon duo. Chip for Chip and Dale, Itchy and Scratchy, like on The Simpsons. And then Pinky for Pinky and the Brain. And then Rocky for Rocky and Bullwinkle. Rana reminded me of Rocky and Bullwinkle. Moose and Squirrel. It's funny. All right. Ethically sourced as some eggs are cage-free. First answer in the mini crossword puzzle. Residents of Tehran are Iranians. Air sign. It's funny. Air sign to skywrite. Ren Fair, the medieval festival. A cavalier is an athlete from Cleveland or the University of Virginia. One Piece, the flag that they've been waving at different, what do you call those? Like protests and stuff. The One Piece flag. The pirate, basically the pirate flag, but it's from One Piece. Kind of bathing suit is a One Piece. Musical whizzes, a maestro. It's funny because they say whiz like wizard. You know, they have a magic wand. The maestro waves a wand. Certain gender identity, cis, right? Cisgender. Holy object sought in the first Indiana Jones movie, the Ark of the Covenant. Gay pride. Completely surrounds and wraps. Like a cozy campsite on a cool autumn night. Fire lit. A couple of my neighbors were all around a campfire last night. It was kind of fun. I have a very quiet street. Barely anybody comes to visit, so our neighbors just get together and hang out. A lot of people. I don't know. You tell me if this was the same in your neighborhood, but a lot of people just put bowls out. They're like, yeah, take one. You know, I'm not gonna babysit this. A lot of people, tons of people. And then some people that usually have, you know, they're the big house with like the big decorations and whatnot. They had their lights off this year. I was so surprised. So surprised. It's like people are just done with Halloween. It's weird. Mount Rainier. Washington's Mount Rainier, the highest peak in the Cascade Mountains. Sinus treating doctor, the ENT. Name of ear, nose, and name of ear, ear, nose, and throat doctor in Portuguese is a otorrino. I can't remember how to say it. Otorrinolaryngologista. There it is. Ear, nose, and throat. Super long name. Opposite of west, northwest. Oh, actually, I could have it. Say it.
Médico otorrinolaringologista.
Yeah. In case you ever go to Brazil and you need an ear, nose, and throat doctor, go to the
otorrinolaringologista.
There you go. Opposite of west, northwest, east, southeast. Com for common URL ending. It's a play on words. Oh, commercial. I was wrong. I thought it stood for common. It stands for commercial. Commercial. Anna de Armas, who starred in 2025's Ballerina. Have not seen it. Shape of flying geese, the V. Why is there a longer side on sometimes? Because it has more geese on it. Preferred with prefix with friendly, eco-friendly. Restaurant booking informally. Res on the reservation. All right. I'm not going to dwell too much on pips. I do want to recap it just because that's what I do, but I was pretty embarrassed of my hard mode today. So I had 3s, 6s. That was the easy one. We did that in like 12 seconds, right? Hardly anything. The medium puzzle today was fine. 3s, 6s, 4s, 2s. And then I lost the plot during the hard puzzle today. I was pretty over that. 6s, 5s, 4s, 2s. I just didn't know which one was which. And Aranha the best. He just kind of basically held my hand through the whole thing. I'm like, I have no idea how to do this. Lots of doubles. Had to figure out where the doubles went. It was double, 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 one on top of the other. That's funny. Yeah, that was ugly. Ugly, ugly. Kind of made me not want to do pips anymore. Because it just, you lose the plot when you're doing pips. And you're like, this isn't fun anymore. So I might just bow out. Entirely. Wordle, yeah, through. That gave us the E. And then I end up chasing the T, trying to figure out where the T was. It was not at the end for cadet. It was not in the second for steep. So where is it? It's got to be right here in the middle. So motel was the only thing I came up with. And it worked. Because I'd already used the H. I could have said hotel, but I used the H already. It's not polite to lick your plate. Yeah, but what if it's in good taste? Right? It's delicious. Flavorful. What if it's delectable? What if it's scrumptious? Stop making such good food and you won't eat all of it. All right. And then we finished off today with the letterboxed. Right? Kens. What? That was one of those words I was just randomly putting in letters, and that just happened to be a full word. So, Kens. And then S for soup, P for panic, and C for craw. And yesterday's puzzle was influxes and swarm. Both of those things, a big influx of something, a swarm of something. They kind of match, don't they? That's funny. Well, cool. If you like what you see today, give this video a like. Consider subscribing. Thanks for a little bit of help. Actually, a lot of bit of help. Aranha, I needed that. And, yeah. Anyway, good puzzles. So I'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.